Hey everybody, welcome back to the garage. Today, we're joined by these two special guests. What actually we're going to do is we're going to go over the bed liner I put in my truck. Yeah, buddy, in the truck. And we're going to see how it held up after a year of good abuse. So if you ever thought about doing a DIY one, this could definitely be the video for you to see what good abuse stands up for, and then my final thoughts at the end of this. So let's get into it. So here is the bed liner. This is a Herculiner after 1 year. I know what you're thinking. Looks awful, doesn't it? And I mean, I could sit here and give it a bad review. But here's just the thing about this Herculiner product is this truck right here, the reason I chose it for this is the one truck that I use this bed of more than any other vehicle that I own. As you can tell now, I've got medication back here, I've got tools back here, I've got mineral back here, I've got a rake back here, I've got tools back here, and I might have said a winch already. I've got a roll bar, I've got lights, I've got a battery bolted in over there. This is my Swiss Army knife of trucks. Is it perfect? No. Does it do a majority of the things that I want semi-well? Yes. You might see this and think that's obnoxious or that is stupid. Well, kind of is. However, for the intended use, just what I need. And that is why this is the truck that I chose. Now, let's sit and let's chat about this for a second. So, this truck looks like the bed liner has not held up worth a damn. But here's some things to look at. That winch cable comes out right down through here. This is the main area that's torn up. But if you look over here, where, I mean, they've had some bucket slide on there, wheel wells over in that side where there's been like almost zero traffic, it's held up pretty well. Underneath that toolbox, still looks brand new. I mean, that toolbox has vibrated around on there, you know, done its thing, had some form of abrasion on it. However, it's held up great. Like I said, if anybody were to see this, just see this, like, oh, what'd you use? They'd probably be like, well, that didn't hold up very well. And they wouldn't be totally wrong. There's something in my mustache. And they wouldn't be totally wrong. But to me, for what this thing goes through every single year, I don't think there's a bed liner that could hold up to this. If there's any bed liner companies that ever happen to watch this, I would challenge them. If they want to remove this product and put their own on, I'd happily review it, because I don't think there's one that could hold up to this. Now, if you have a truck that you drive to work every day, or you pull your boat on weekends, you know, you just use the bed occasionally and you don't want to scuff up the paint, fantastic product. If you're a rig welder or a rancher or something, I probably don't recommend. However, I went with this over my my slide-in bed liner because the plastic just let everything slide around back here, and it wasn't working out. Plus, it made it a lot more difficult to put that winch back in there. If anybody does want to watch my process of doing this, there is a video on my channel somewhere. It was like 25 views, which kind of surprised me. But this is the 1 year update on this. If anybody wants to see it again in the future, I can show you, but it's not going to get better. I mean, I'm not about to touch it up with this product, at least, because it's kind of expensive. I'd probably get rattle can and just do it. But overall, I would say if you're not going to abuse your truck, fantastic product. If you're like me and you use it every day, you're going to wear through it. It's going to happen. But I actually rinsed the bed out for this, just so we could see things. So it looks worse than I actually thought it would. But like I can say, this is one of those trucks that I really like, but also don't care about. If you understand that, you understand that. If you don't, you might never. But, so yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I will say one thing. When I installed this, I think I used denatured alcohol to wipe down the entire bed surface, and I think they said use acetone. I think those were the only things that, and I might be flip-flopped there as to what I did and what they recommend. I think that's the only thing that I did differently than the directions actually said when I installed this. But like I said, I'll say it again and again. For what this is and the abuse I put it through, I think it's a very good product. So I'm going to quit rambling now. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions about this, I can try to answer them. So, that's all.